My name is Helen. I am 81 years old. I am an old woman now. My hair is gray and thin. My hands shake when I move. My legs feel heavy. My back hurts when I stand. My life is slow now, but my mind still remembers many things. I remember my childhood. I remember my work. I remember every hard day. I worked in a small shop when I was young. I worked many hours. I saved every coin. Later, I opened a bigger shop. Then I opened more shops. I worked day and night. I wanted a good life for my family. Many people came to me for help. I helped them when I could. Now I am rich. I own a big house and a big business. But I am not happy. My house is large, but it feels empty. My rooms are clean, but they feel cold. I live with my son and my daughter, but they do not feel close to me. They do not talk to me with love. They smile at me, but their smiles are not warm. Their eyes look past me. Their voices are sharp. They wait for something from me. They do not wait for my stories. They do not wait for my hugs. They wait for my money. I see it every day. They think I do not understand. They think I am too old to see the truth. But I see everything. I hear everything too. Sometimes I sit in my chair near the window. The sun comes in and it warms my hands. I look outside. I see my son in the garden. His name is Peter. He is 55 years old. He does not work. He says he is tired. He says he has pain in his back. But he walks well in the garden. He walks fast when he sees my expensive car. He touches it. He checks the wheels. He checks the seats. He checks the doors. He looks at it like it already belongs to him. Then my daughter joins him in the garden. Her name is Clara. She is 52. She smiles when she sees me in the window. But the smile is not for me. The smile is for my money. I see them talk. They think I do not hear. But their voices come through the open window. They talk about my will. They talk about the house. They talk about the cars. They talk about the business. They talk about my death. One day I heard Peter say that I am old and weak. He said I will die soon. He said they will be rich after that. His words hurt me more than anything. I held the arms of my chair because my hands were shaking. I wanted to cry, but no tears came. I sat very still. My heart felt heavy. I felt alone. I had 2 children, but I felt like I had none. I thought no one cared for me. But there was one person. Her name was Anna. She is my granddaughter. She is 20 years old. She comes to see me 2 times every week. She does not want my money. She does not look at my things. She looks at me. She smiles at me. She takes my hand. She asks about my day. She brings me fruit or flowers. She reads to me. She helps me walk to the garden. She talks to me like I am important. I feel warm when she is near me. But my daughter does not like this. Clara becomes angry when she sees Anna in my room. She says Anna only pretends to be kind. She says Anna wants my money too. She says Anna is not good for me. She tells me to stop trusting her. But I do not answer. I look at the wall or at my hands. I do not want to fight. I only want peace. Still, a small fear grows inside me. I begin to ask myself if Anna is like the others. I hope she is not, but I do not know the truth. My heart needs the truth. One day I decide that I must make a plan. I want to see who truly cares about me. I want to see who sees me as a person and not as money. So I plan a test. I do not like lies, but this time I feel I must use one. I call a family meeting. I tell them I have something important to say. Peter comes with a big smile. Clara sits close to me and holds my arm too tight. Anna comes too. Her face looks soft and calm. They all wait. They think I will give them something. They think I will speak about my will. I stand up slowly. My legs shake, but I hold the table. I look at their faces. I can see hope in the eyes of Peter and Clara. I can see worry in the eyes of Anna. I take a deep breath and tell them my lie. I say that my company has lost all its money. I say that the house is sold. I say that I have nothing now. The room becomes quiet. No one talks. No one moves. Peter's smile falls away. Clara's face becomes white. They look angry and scared. They ask how this happened. They ask why I made such a mistake. I tell them I am sorry. I say I have only one small bag now. I say I must leave the house tomorrow. I say I have no place to go. Peter jumps up. He is very angry. He shouts at me. He says I am foolish. He says I destroyed his future. He says he hates me. Then he leaves the room and slams the door. His voice stays in my head. I sit down again. I feel tired. I look at Clara. She does not meet my eyes. She looks at her feet. Her body is stiff. She does not come near me. She only listens. I ask if I can live with her. I say I am old. I say I am weak. I say I need help. She does not want me, but she is afraid to say no in front of Anna. So she says yes, but her voice is cold. She says her house is small. She says I cannot stay long. I go to my room and pack a small bag. I pack 2 dresses and a warm sweater. I pack some socks. I pack a photo of my husband. I leave everything else. I feel very small as I close my bag. The next morning I go to Clara's house. It is a small house with narrow rooms. The air feels heavy. She does not show me my room. She only points to a bed in the corner of the living room. The 2 days I stay there are very hard. Clara does not speak to me. She cooks for her family, but she gives me nothing. I drink water and eat a small piece of bread. I feel weak and slow. She does not ask if I am warm. She does not ask if I need help. She slams doors and walks fast past me. Her face is full of stress and anger. I try to stay quiet. I try not to be a problem, but I feel like a problem anyway. On the third day, Clara comes into the living room. She stands with her hands on her hips. Her face looks tired. Her voice is sharp. She says I cannot stay. She says the house is too small. She says I cost her money. She says I must leave today. Her words cut me. I look at her. I wait for a moment of kindness, but I see none. My heart feels heavy. I ask where I should go. I ask how I can live alone. I ask why she is doing this to me. She does not care. She points to the door. She says she called a cheap nursing home. She says I must go there. She says they will take care of me. I hold my bag and try to stand. My hands shake. My legs feel weak. I move toward the door. I feel like my heart will break. I do not know where my life will go next. Before I continue rest of the story, please like, subscribe, share, and tell me where you are listening from. Your support means a lot to me. Now let's continue. I walked slowly toward the door with my small bag in my hand. My heart felt heavy and my legs felt weak. The room was quiet. I could hear Clara breathing fast behind me. I could feel her anger in the air. She did not want me in her house. She only wanted the things I once owned. I looked at the floor as I walked. The house did not feel warm. It did not feel like a home. It felt like a place for strangers. I felt like a stranger too. Then the door opened. I stopped walking. Anna stood there. She looked surprised. She held a small bag of food in her hand. She smiled at first, but her smile disappeared when she saw my face. She looked at me. Then she looked at Clara. Her eyes grew wide. She knew something was wrong. She came close to me and touched my arm gently. Her hand felt warm. Her touch felt safe. She asked what was happening. Clara stepped forward. Her voice was sharp. She said that I could not stay here. She said that her house was too small. She said that I was old and needed different care. She said she had called a cheap nursing home. She said they had a bed ready for me. She said I must go now. Anna did not move. She stared at her mother. Her face changed. It was no longer soft. It was full of anger and pain. Anna asked why her mother was doing this. She asked why her grandmother must leave. Clara said she had no money to help me. She said she had work to do. She said she had a family to care for. She said I was a burden. She did not look at me when she said these things. She only looked at the floor. Anna shook her head and stepped closer to me. She held my arm tighter. Anna said I could not go to a nursing home. She said it was not right. She said I was family. She said family must stay together. Clara became more angry. She said Anna was too young to understand. She said love was not enough. She said money was important. She said Anna should not speak, but Anna did not stop. She said she did understand. She said love was more important than money. She said I would stay with her. Clara told Anna to stop talking. She said Anna was foolish. She said Anna did not know the problems of life. Anna looked at her mother. She did not shout. Her voice was calm but strong. She said she would give me her room. She said she would sleep on the floor. She said she would work extra hours. She said she would buy my food. She said she would take care of me. She said she did not care how hard it would be. She said I was important to her. The room became silent. Clara looked shocked. I looked at Anna. Tears came to my eyes. I felt something warm in my heart. It was love. Real love. Not the kind that waits for money. Not the kind that wants gifts. The kind that stays. The kind that helps. The kind that sees me as a person. I had not felt this in a long time. Clara looked at me, then at Anna, then at my small bag. She did not know what to say. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. She walked away and went into her kitchen. Anna took my bag from my hand. She set it on the table. She asked if I needed water. She asked if my legs hurt. She asked if I wanted to sit down. Her voice was soft and full of care. I sat down on the chair. My hands still shook. Anna sat next to me. She took my hand in hers. Her hands were warm and steady. I felt safe for the first time in many days. I looked around the room. It was still small. It was still quiet. But it did not feel cold anymore. It felt different because Anna was here. I told Anna I did not want to be a problem for her. She smiled and said I was not a problem. She said I was her grandmother. She said she loved me. She said she was happy to help me. I believed her. Her words felt true. I had heard many words in my life, but only a few felt true. Hers did. Clara came back into the room. Her face was tight. She asked Anna what she planned to do. Anna repeated her plan. She said I would stay in her room. She said she would work more hours. She said she could manage it. Clara said she did not agree. Anna said she did not need her agreement. She said she had made her choice. I watched them talk. I saw fear in Clara's eyes now. Not fear of me. Fear of losing something else. I knew what it was. It was fear of losing the money she hoped to have one day. But I stayed quiet. I wanted to see what would happen next. Anna turned to me again. She said I would be safe with her. She said I would live with love. She said she would never push me away. I felt tears fall from my eyes. I took her hand and held it. I thanked her. My voice was weak, but she heard every word. She stood up and picked up my bag again. She said she would take me to her home that same day. She said we would leave soon. She said we would start fresh. I looked at the door. For the first time in a long time, the door did not look scary. It looked like a way to something better. I did not know what would happen next, but I knew one thing. I knew who truly loved me. It was not my son. It was not my daughter. It was Anna. Only Anna. Anna helped me stand, and we walked out of Clara's house together. The air outside felt cool and soft on my face. I held Anna's arm because my legs were weak, but my heart felt lighter. We walked slowly to the small bus stop near the corner. Anna stayed close to me the whole time. She spoke to me gently. She said I would be safe now. She said her home was small, but it was full of love. I believed her. Her voice made me feel calm. When we reached her home, she opened the door and helped me inside. The room was simple, but it was warm. There were books on the table. There was a small bed near the window. There were soft blankets on the chair. The place felt peaceful. It felt like a real home. Anna gave me her room just as she promised. She placed my small bag on the bed. She helped me sit down and brought me water. She asked if my legs hurt. She rubbed my hands to warm them. She listened to every small word I said. I felt cared for. I felt seen. I felt loved. Anna cooked a simple meal for us. It was warm soup with bread. It tasted better than anything I had eaten in days. She sat with me while I ate. She told me about her job. She told me about her classes. She told me about her friends. She talked with joy. Her voice filled the room with life. I listened and smiled. I felt like I had a granddaughter again, not a stranger. After dinner, she cleaned the dishes and helped me lie down on the bed. She placed an extra blanket on me and wished me good night. She slept on a thin mat on the floor. I told her she should take the bed, but she only smiled and said she was fine. The next morning, sunlight came through the window. I opened my eyes and saw Anna already awake. She was getting ready for work. She came to me and asked how I slept. I told her I slept well. She smiled and said she would return after her shift. She made tea for me before she left. When she walked out of the door, she looked back and waved. I waved too. My heart felt warm. Later that day, Clara came to Anna's house. She looked angry and confused. She asked where I was. Anna said I was safe and staying with her. Clara asked why Anna wanted to carry such a big burden. Anna said I was not a burden. She said family must help each other. She said love is the most important thing. Clara did not reply. She looked around the small home. Her face changed. She did not see anything expensive. She did not see anything she wanted. She only saw hard work, and she did not want that. She left without saying goodbye. That evening, Anna came home from work. She looked tired, but she still smiled at me. She asked if I had eaten. She asked if I felt warm enough. She asked if I needed anything. I shook my head and held her hand. Then I asked her to bring my small bag to the table. She looked surprised, but did as I asked. She placed the old bag in front of me. The bag looked worn and weak, but inside it was something very different. I opened the bag slowly. Anna watched with wide eyes. Inside there was money. There were important papers. There were gold items. There were things I had kept safe for many years. Anna stepped back. She looked shocked. I told her that all of this was for her. I told her she had a good heart. I told her she showed real love. She began to cry. She asked why I trusted her with so much. I told her she passed my test. I told her she chose love, not money. I placed the bag in her hands. She held it close to her chest. We left Clara's street behind and moved back to my big house. Anna became the new leader of my business. She learned quickly. She worked hard. She made wise choices. She cared for people with respect and kindness. I lived in my house with her. For the first time in many years, I felt safe. I felt loved. I felt happy. My son and daughter stood outside the gate one day. They cried and asked for a second chance. But it was too late. They loved my money, not me. I turned away from them and walked back into my warm home. Anna held my arm and guided me inside. In the end, I found what I always wanted. I found real love. I found a true heart. I found Anna. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and subscribe to English Medium Stories. Stay with us for more classic stories in easy English.